Good morning and welcome back. Today we'll be styling up a favorite dress. Mine is a little black dress. Yours may not be black. Yours might be like a navy, white, olive green, or even a charcoal gray. But hopefully these tips will help just kind of take your favorite simple dress to the next level. I hope you enjoy this video. If you're gonna try any of these styling tips, just leave me a comment down below. So today we'll be styling a little black dress. You can see mine is a little bit, has a higher neckline. But if you have one that's like spaghetti straps or maybe a little bit more fitted, longer, I just like it usually about this length, mid-thigh to the knee. And so we'll go through a couple of different styling options for just a plain little black dress. I feel like I can dress it up or dress it down depending on what I'm feeling like. So let's go through a couple of options. First is to do a little cropped sweater. Obviously not a great option for Florida when it's 90 degrees out, but you can see with this one, it is pretty cropped. And so when I raise my arms up, it will come up. But what I like about doing it over a dress is then that way, when you do raise your arms up, if the sweater or the top comes up, it's not that big of a deal because you do have the underlayer. If it's not super fitted, I just do a thin belt underneath. Just put it up about where you want it to kind of be cropped up to. You can start with one that's a little bit longer and tuck it around the whole way. I did it just right underneath my bust, tucked everything up underneath. It is a little bit easier if it's maybe a thinner sweater, but then you can put it up as high or as low as you would like, depending on how cropped you want this to look. You can kind of pull it down a little. And then have it lower around your waist or maybe up a little bit just right underneath your bust. And then because of how high my neckline is, just kind of tuck that in a little bit. It is a little bit easier if your dress is like a square neck or has the thinner straps. It's usually a little bit easier with these. Then do you want to do fancy sneakers? Just plain black. I think I like the white ones. You can see it's kind of down around my hips. And you can tuck the sweater in underneath, and then you can put the belt wherever you want, and then just kind of pull it through this way. So whatever's more comfortable for you. I like the layering of it, especially if you're in an office where it's a little cold, so then you have 2 layers. Kind of sticking with the cropped, you can do a slightly cropped jacket, added a belt. If you want it to be like a little more casual, maybe like a little flip-flop, dressed up. I always like nude colored sandals, and these have a little bit of a heel to them. I really like these. They're comfortable, and just like the little detail on the top gives it more interest, but is not super distracting. So you can wear these with so many dresses, pants, so many outfits. These would even look really cute with shorts. I like it with either. I do a thin scarf during spring and summer. You can see it's like see-through. I'll have it up around my neck, and then I'll also wear necklaces with. I'll use one of these. You can leave it longer if you want. Sometimes I'll do it a little bit shorter, tuck it kind of up in. You can leave one down, tuck them both up. Then that way you get like a belt look. You can use it and get like a tie look. Get a tie look without the tie. You can have it up as high or as low as you want, depending on your neckline here. I kind of base everything going on this neckline. You can have it lower, up high, do it kind of to the side. I like these little like scarf rings. Get one of the really big ones, then you kind of have like coverage. You just kind of tuck it back behind, through the shoulders. When it's a really big one, I usually will put one side through one, and then the other through this one. Make it look like a really wide belt or sort of like a corset. And then I just do a little knot in the back. And then it'll look sort of like a little bustle in the back. A little mini bustle, if you like bustles. This one's a little bit smaller. It's the in-between, but you can see it's thin as well. You can always just throw it over your shoulders if you like. So with this one, if I'm just putting it over, what I'll do is I'll kind of just match up the corners here. Put it through one side, one half. Pull this up as much as possible and then go through the other half. And then I just fuss with it until it looks like how I want it to look. So it looks sort of like you have a shirt over. You get a little bit of coverage on your shoulders, sort of like the, kind of like dolman sleeves or butterfly sleeve with a little bit of interest here. So just play around with scarves. See how you like to wear them best. You can even just do a scarf in your hair. Can lead one forward and one to the back. Put them both back if you want. Wear a big old necklace. Let's do that. So whatever your favorite color is, whatever your favorite print is, you can just tie the scarf into your hair, put on a big chunky necklace, fancy heels if you want, fancy sandals. You're all set. Just tie like a little knot, kind of try and get it to look maybe like a little like a rose or something. One side longer than the other. And I always like to wear scarves, but wear necklaces underneath as well. Just seems to give like more dimension to it. Obviously you'd have to fix my hair more, but I like it when you put like the little knot in there. Again, just gives it kind of a little bit more dimension. I kind of feel like this looks like 60s. And I'm not hating it. I like it. Do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. We'll see. Take on a scarf. Can always do a tie, your husband's tie, your boyfriend's tie. There's ties all the time at the thrift store. Do a skinny one, do one of those big fat like 1970s ties, put on a cute jacket. Probably be better if I knew how to tie a tie. But just kind of play around with it. Can do an oversized men's shirt. And then what I did was I just bought these little like sweater clips. Got it kind of as cinched in as I wanted. And then you can leave it open if you want. And then it just kind of looks, got a little bit of interest in the back. Or you can button it, make it look a little bit more cinched in. And then it just kind of gives that little tail in the back. Could just do like basic column dressing, put on a strand of pearls. Make it look like breakfast at Tiffany's. Or do it a little bit fancier. Silver cardigan, still column dressing. And then just sparkly shoes, sparkly sandals. Do a cropped cardigan with flip-flops. Big hoop earrings, maybe. Not everyone likes black and brown together, but I do. Jean jacket. Can do gray boots. I like pink and gray together. They both kind of have that like suede kind of a texture. So to just play with like texture and color, just gives more interest to the outfit in my opinion. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you found some of these tips helpful. Leave me a comment down below if you're going to be trying any of these, and I will see you next week. Have a great weekend.